Hey guys, it's me, Matthew Brusso, aka Sushi Boy on Call of Duty. So, I want to talk to you about a few things. First thing is the background noise. It's constantly playing, and from time to time, we get sucked in. And it's hard not to. It is such a great movie, right? Recession, depression, housing market, the yada yada, cost of living, yada yada, all this stuff. It's like, okay, well, our parents went through a similar thing growing up, and so did their parents, and so did their parents. And we were born, and we're good, so it is what it is. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. But don't let this stuff live rent free within the mind. I view the mind like a plot of land, okay? Plot of land. So, why are we going to live or let these people live rent free within the mind? Only hold on to things that you want to hold within. Things that are going to bring the best out of you. Things that will shape your tomorrow. Also, we have the time now, right now, to shape our life to whatever we want it to be. There's a lot of us who are trading our time for money. Our time, precious, valuable time for money. In the short term, that's okay. That is understandable. But in the long term, I don't think it's the move personally. I I am coming from a government town where I would see a lot of young, healthy people um, go to school full of life and then start working in this 9 to 5 job, and they would just count the hours. I would see them put on a bunch of weight and their health goes to shit. So, life is way more about this. And look, what happens if you work for a company for 20 plus years and then they get rid of you last minute? Well, you know, there's a good chance that your pension plan or whatever won't be as high, right? So you have to create your own pension plan. You have to get ready for the future, for the tomorrow, if that comes, right? Because all we have power is the now moment, but it is good to plan for tomorrow. So we can start by buying a journal and a pen. Journaling, I think, is such a great tool to keep in the toolbox. It is very inexpensive, and think of it as your third eye, or a bird's eye view, or your other friend. There's a saying, actually: you cannot see the picture if you're in the picture frame. Think of that for a sec. You want to step outside of the picture frame to get a clear view. So start your entries with, first thing, the date and the time. Very important. And a little title. Okay. And then from there, structure it out. Or even if you don't know where to start with one word, the first word that comes to your mind, and then just go from there. But write down whatever is within. Just let the pen write. It will be so nourishing. You'll feel so good after. But what I'm trying to get at is that this journal, carry it with you all the time. And you can write down your current life, your day-to-day things, your day-to-day schedule, and then get a clear view on things that are serving you and things that are not. Because there's a lot of us that are operating off of these old paradigms that have been handed down from our parents to their parents that don't serve us anymore. Okay? They don't serve us. So we can change this. So journaling is a good tool for this, where we can just keep track. and then take small steps to take out one thing that doesn't serve us anymore and then replace it with a thing that will serve us. So we can also turn our passions and things that inspire us, which means inspire us, to a potentially source of income. A source of income. Imagine that thought. You can turn your passion into a source of income. Why wouldn't you want this for yourself? Why wouldn't you? We hear a job is just a job. A job is a job. No. This doesn't have to be your reality. Your job can be your passion. What does job stand for? Just over broke. Just over broke. So, okay, that's cool. But like, imagine if your passion is now your source of income. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to be. And then from there, it is like you wake up, you feel good, you go and do your passion, you are getting paid, and then you can take that money and start reinvesting it into other sources of income. There's many sources of income to invest in. And I will not get that much into it in this video, but one source is that you can save some money and start reinvesting it into yourself. Courses, other passions, other hobbies. This is a great idea. Also, too, is you can also start your journal entries or your mornings. Try this out actually for 1 week, or give it 1 month. 1 month and carry your journal with you. What solution can I find for problems I am going to face today? And you will see so many problems that you've never noticed there, and you will start finding these solutions. One example I'm going to share with you is when I was about 23. I was a music festival type of dude. And I was into the gym, so I was a gym bro. And I was at this festival, and I was hungry. And I looked around, and all I saw was junk food. Hamburgers, hot dogs, greasy food, slushes, pops, etc. And I thought to myself, look at all these other gym bros. I don't think they want to fuel the machine with this stuff. So the next year, I decided to get my own tent, and I sold protein shakes and fruits. And I made in 2 half days $6,000 profit. $6,000 profit. I don't know about you guys, but that's the most amount of money I've made in 2 half days. So this is one problem I found, and I found the solution for. So you can do the exact same with your day-to-day life. So just keep that going. Also, too, the journal is almost like a free therapist, if you think about it, because you are now writing down what is in the mind on this sheet of paper, and you are viewing it from a bigger point of view. And you can solve a lot of things in your life through this tool. So that is the main thing that I wanted to speak about, was like about whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Now is the time to turn inwards and shape your life. Okay? Shape your life. You deserve it. You are worth so much more than the life that you're living, but you have to believe it first. And it all starts within. So buy a journal, buy a pen, ask yourself that question: what solution can I find for these problems I'm going to face? Also, too, one last thing is if you are buying a brand new car, red Honda Civic, all you're gonna see for the next upcoming weeks is that red Honda Civic. Okay, keep that in mind. So if you ask yourself any question, you will start to find the answers. All the answers to all of our problems lie within us. Okay, guys? Thank you for listening. And if there's any other topics that you want me to go through, let me know. Don't be shy. Comment below. Thank you. Bye.